Welcome, temporal agents. And we got a box of nickels here to hunt. Hopefully we'll find some great things. Maybe some more nickels. Maybe some buffalo nickels. Maybe if we're really lucky, we might even find a V nickel. But I can see by the holes that we definitely have circulated rolls. So let's pop the top on this bad boy and see what we got. Oh, let's turn it over. Don't get better than using that one. All right. Interesting, it's not a Loomis box. Usually they're yellow Loomis rolls, which is a different wrapper than I'm used to. So I'm anxious to get into these to see what we got. So guys, you know the drill. Once I find something, I'll bring you back in. Let's get to it. Well guys, thought I'd bring you in. First find of the row. On the first row, and we have a 1949 right there. Let's see if it's got a mint mark. And it is not. So out of Philadelphia. But that puts us on the board. First row, first find. Let's get back to the hunt. I thought I'd bring you back in. We found a 1957. Check and see if it's got a mint mark. Yep, a D. 1957 D. That makes two on board. One in the 40s, one in the 50s. I'll bring it back in when I find something. Hey guys, so I thought I'd bring you back into this video and show you what I found. So take a look at this, a 1943. You know what that means. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned war nickel. That's right, guys. We found silver. We found a war nickel. Isn't that cool? That's awesome. And we're not too far into this hunt as it is. It's pretty cool that we found this. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. And we'll get back to this hunt. We got a long way to go, but at least we found some silver. All right, guys. Thought I'd bring you in. We found a 1939, which could be a key date if it's got the right mint mark. Let's flip it over and see. Nope, no S mint mark. Still, a 1939. Can't be mad at that. And look what's right behind it, guys. Right behind it. 1942. Oops. Let's flip it over. See if it's a war nickel. It is not. Oh well, still 1942. That gives us 6 on the board. I'll bring you back in when we find it. Same row. And I found a very dirty 1957 out of Denver. Can't be mad at that. Bring it back in and find something else. Thought I'd bring it back in again. 1948. Pretty cool. Let's see if it's got a mint mark or not. Nope. Out of Philly. 1948. On the board. We got a long way to go. So far, this has been a pretty epic box. Maybe we'll find some more. Bring it back in if I do. Okay, guys, same row. 1958. Flip her over. Out of Denver. Put it right here on the board. I tell you what, guys. I don't want this video to go too long. And since we've been finding stuff very hard, if I find something epic, I'll bring you back in. Otherwise, I'll see you at the wrap-up. Back to Temporal Agents. As you can see, you've had a very good hunt. So we found one, 1939. Did check for the mint mark, and there was none, so it's not a key date, as we thought it might be. We found 7 in the 40s. We found 12 in the 50s. We found one 1968S and two 1969S nickels. I was fortunate enough to find, we actually found two 2009s nickels, which I find those hard to come by. One is a D mint, and the other one is a P mint. So you got a matching set there, which is great. We found one foreign of the box. It is a Singapore 1996 20-cent piece. We'll zoom in on this one. First one I found of these. So that's really pretty cool. Singapore. But of course, the find of the box is this 1943 P minted war nickel. Silver in the box, you can't beat that. Always nice to find the war nickels. Alright guys, give me a second and I'll bring up something for our travel back in time for this episode's nickel hunt. Be right back with you. Alright, welcome back, fellow agents. Today we're going to travel back in time to the year 1957. Major news stories include peak of the baby boomer years. Toyota starts selling cars in the United States of America this year. The Suez Canal crisis ends. The Asian flu pandemic happened that year. Kind of interesting since we're already having another Asian flu pandemic here in 2020. The USSR launches Sputnik 1. South Vietnam attacked by Viet Cong guerrillas. And Elvis Presley purchases Graceland. And the first nuclear reactor plant opens in Pennsylvania. So what was the cost of living back in 1957? Well, the average cost of a new house was only $12,220. Monthly rent would charge you $90 per month. Average wages per year was only $4,550. And a gallon of gasoline was 24 cents. Pound of bacon was 60 cents. Done dozen eggs was 28 cents. A high fidelity portable record player was $79.95. Wow. 1957 saw the continued growth of bigger tail fins on new cars and more lights, bigger and more powerful engines, and the average car sold for $2,749. Movies included 12 Angry Men and The Bridge Over River Kwai, and the TV show Perry Mason and Maverick for the first time. Music continued to be rock and roll with artists like Little Richard. Popular toys were slinkies and hula hoops. The continued growth of the use of credit, was shown by the fact that 2/3 of all new cars were bought on credit. Some of the areas that would cause problems later on starting to show in South Vietnam is attacked by the Viet Cong, and the troops were sent to Arkansas to reinforce the anti-segregation laws. Let's see, anything else of interest? The first Frisbee toy was released during January. The most common story of the name of the flying disc is that the college students would throw empty pie tins from the Frisbee Pie Company in Connecticut in the late 1800s, which is where we get Frisbees now. The inventor Walter Frederick Morrison got the idea from flying disc in the 1940s and developed the plastic version, specifically designed to fly easily. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else of interest happened that year. Talking about the Asian flu pandemic. Asian flu claimed over 150,000 lives worldwide. It was caused by a mutation in wild ducks combined with a pre-existing human strain of the flu. 1956 spring avian influenza pandemic originated in China, category 2. 0.1% to 0.5% of the population was infected. 1957, the final death toll of the United States would be close to 70,000 people. Worldwide, the death toll was thought to exceed 1 million. Webster's notes, you will hear the flu epidemics described with the name of the species, for example, bird flu, avian, swine, etc. For this reason, these types of influenzas are dangerous because of this particular strain, for example, H5N1 influenza. Let's see. The final episode of the classic television show I Love Lucy aired on CBS May 6th. The episode was titled Ricardo's Dedicate a Statue. Throughout the series of 181 episodes run, viewers watch Lucy crazed antics unfold and help of their landlords Fred and Ethel, often to the dismay of her husband Ricky. The show had been nominated for several Primetime Emmy Awards and won 4. The popular television show American Bandstand makes its national television debut in August. The show aired on ABC and featured groups of teenagers dancing to the popular shows of the week. And often the featured music acts would show up and perform lip-sync version of their hit songs. The show was hosted by Dick Clark and ran over 20 years, the final episode airing in October of 1989. Let's see, anything else of very interest? Hurricane Audrey hit the United States Gulf Coast that year in June. National Guard, in order of Governor Orville Fudd, used to prevent the African American students from entering the Central High School in Little Rock on September 4th. Shortly after, the federal troops charged defiant protesters with fixed bayonets to ensure that the 9 African American students can attend Little Rock High School in Arkansas. The United States attempted to launch the first satellite with the Vanguard TV-3 rocket, but failed that year also. Well, guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like these trips back in time. Show us how long and what was going on when they first stamped this 1957 nickel. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up, share and like it. Give me a comment down below if you have something to share with me. And as always, guys, stay healthy out there. Happy hunting and good luck.